Yo, can you hear me? All right, cool. I wasn't sure if anybody could hear me. I was just doing a test. But I'm about to run this game real quick. I was streaming yesterday and I had to type because I couldn't get the mic to work. So glad you guys can hear me now. And yeah, I listened to some of the insights, so they're probably gonna have one next week when they have the demo, because the demo drops on the Friday. So I don't know how many people are gonna be in tune to that, but I know I'm gonna be playing. Maybe I'll drop in and give some, some insight.
Now, as this game gets underway, what's the key to success for Los Angeles here tonight?
Andrew Wiggins, if he fulfills his potential, is going to be a perennial all-star in our league. Number one, he should be an elite defender. And then secondarily, as he develops offensively, he's going to be able to beat teams with not only the ability to get to the rim, but shoot the three and take on double teams and make the game easier and better for his team.
The Timberwolves coming off a tough loss in their previous game against Houston. Jeff, they struggle in a lot of areas, but what stood out the most?
That looked like practice out there. There was no hand in their face. There was no contest. There was no running them off the three-point line and making them put it on the ground and try to drive it into the teeth of the defense. This was just poor defensive effort and mentality. A really disappointing loss.
T on the drive, makes the adjustment, but misses. Looks to the post for three. The wide open shot. And Danilo Gallinari with the bucket from downtown.
The corner three, it's a short shot, and he knocked it home.
Gets it down low. Trying to work it down low. Anthony Towns for two. Lets it go.
Yo, if you guys have any questions, just let me know. Just type it in. I'll do my best to answer.
Gortat's trying to get down low. From beyond the arc. Teague the rebound. Teague against Beverly. Gibson's backing down in the low post. Gibson for two. Puts it up. Can't get it to go from close range.
I really like that. That's good defense. Good, sound defense protecting the basket in a close game.
Gallinari scores another three-pointer. Danilo Gallinari with 6 points.
Sweet stroke on that shot, Mike. It looked good as soon as it left his hand.
He dishes it. Gets to the rim. Gibson misses again.
Tremendous job making it difficult to get to the basket.
The shot clock shows 10 seconds left. They work it around the perimeter. Not much time to get this shot off. That one in and out.
What you're seeing here is defense like the guy's life depended on it. And it did. If he doesn't defend better than this, he is out.
To Wiggins. 10 seconds now on the 24. Strong rebound for another possession. No go off the backboard. For three. That three-pointer won't go. To T. We're down to 11 seconds on the shot clock. A pretty entry pass. Anthony Towns forces it up. Defense all over him. Pass to the corner to Gallinari. Still plenty of time. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Steps back for the jumper, and the rebound taken by Anthony Towns. Weaves his way to the basket. Minnesota's shooting 79% from the line on the season. A whistle and a foul called against Gallinari.
Oh, that was great body control. To be able to absorb the contact and still get off a quality shot. Just didn't get it to drop.
Knocks down the second after he misses the first. Oh, excellent screen. Beverly setting up the play. 11 seconds remaining on the 24. Dunks it hard.
That's the easiest play in basketball right there. Catch it near the basket and flush it home.
To T. From deep in the corner. That's a three.
Big time corner three right there.
To Gortat. Oh, nice rejection by Anthony Towns. And goes out of bounds. And Todd Thibodeau makes a substitution here. The shot clock down to 12 seconds remaining. Beverly's shot misses its mark. Nice putback. Perfect timing there.
The finish of your defense always has to be blocking out and securing the defensive rebound. Here they didn't do it. Good pursuit on the offensive board and allowed him to stick it right back in.
Oh, quick move gets inside. Beverly. 9 left on the shot clock. Not a lot of time for a shot opportunity. They get it back for an offensive rebound. He got a piece of it. Looking to curl in. Shoots it for 2. Misses at the rim. Nice pass. Takes another shot. Beverly misses another one. Here's the switch. Oh, he shoots it. The Timberwolves with the offensive rebound to keep it alive.
And once again, when the ball is up in the air, they're the ones coming down with it. This is the kind of effort that it's great to see.
Off the mark on the first free throw.
Substitutions, Minnesota.
And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Screen set nicely. Curling in. Spinning inside. All right, getting ready now for the first of 2 free throw attempts. Whistle blows, it's a foul. Derrick Rose picks up his first foul of the night. Knocks down the first one.
Stepping in for Los Angeles, number 51.
Good free throw shooting, knocks down a pair. To Rose. Wiggins is looking to get free off the screen. 11 seconds now on the shot clock. And Andrew Wiggins with a nice look. Sinks it.
That's just too easy right there. Uncontested 2-point jump shot. No doubt.
There's the pick. Oh, what a move. And down goes. Oh, he lays it in.
Why did he lay it in? Dump the ball.
Wiggins fakes the drive, but steps back, and that won't go. To Beverly. We're down to 9 seconds on the shot clock. To Gallinari. Shot clock down to 3. That's a 3-pointer. In and out. That one halfway down. Oh, throws it right back at him.
Get that out of here. Don't bring that into his house.
To Gallinari. They're going to have to be quick here. Sets up the J nicely with the step back. The Clippers with the offensive rebound for a set at the buzzer. Oh, and that's it for the first quarter. LA's up by 3. We'll be right back with as the second period gets underway. Very low-scoring start to this game. That was some ugly offensive basketball in that opening period.
Well, they just missed some very makeable shots. Good looks by both teams. Good execution. Just missed quality looks.
Rose on the drive. Pretty spin. Now to the basket. Banks it in off the spin.
Defensively, you've got to stay in front of the ball. Right there, used his speed to just get by, get to the basket, and finish.
Right into it.
To Gallinari. Backing his man down. Quick hands. Knocks it loose. To Bradley. For 3 with 1 on the clock. No good from downtown.
Mike, it's what I say all the time. Defend, defend, defend. If you are consistent with your defensive effort, you can wear on teams. You can wear on individual players. And when you do that, you can get multiple stops in a row, which allow you to get a run going.
Oh, excellent screen. And he curls in. He tries the step back. Bradley's shot won't go. Kicks it out to the corner. Shot clock says 12. Beats his man. Jang fires. Unable to flip it in. Takes a shot to the head. That wasn't intentional.
It's hard to close out on great shooters. Tremendous job right there.
Yo, what's good, Blueprint?
Hand up, mirroring the ball.
Queued up and ready to go. Here's that play one more time.
Justin Pat to the line for 2.
Nope. First free throw won't go.
Minnesota, number 67, Taj Gibson. Subbing in for LA, number 4.
Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Nice inside pass. To Bradley. Fires from 3-point range. Rose the rebound. 2 minutes gone by in the second. Los Angeles is down by 3. puts it up. Now it's time for 2 free throw attempts after that foul call.
Yo, what's good, Jay?
You don't see strength like that very often. The way he got fouled,
just getting my practice on for this NBA Live 19 that's about to drop.
Achievement.
First free throw, good. Able to convert on both free throws. To Baamute. It's a loose ball. Dangerous pass, almost a steal. Takes it straight down the middle. Score the goal and one. And an opportunity for the traditional three-point play. 1 free throw to come.
That's great body control right there. Finishes the shot and now goes to the free throw.
Yo, I had to work on the levels, man. I had the levels too high, so I had to balance it out.
It's the free throw. 3-point play complete. Anthony Towns looking to do damage in the paint. Blocked out of bounds. Ref says it'll be Timberwolves ball. This defensive performance is and Taj Gibson will be the man for the inbound. Screen set nicely. Rose jump shot. The Timberwolves will control on the rebound. Bradley against T. 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Gets inside. Looking for low post position. For the layup. A lucky roll off the rim.
I like the defense in this possession. Even though the offensive team scored the ball, that was good reaction to come to help protect the basket. Give him credit. He made a nice finish at the rim.
Sweet entry pass. Backing his way down in the post. Lets it go for 2. He rattles it in. Three and a half gone by in the second. Los Angeles down by 4. Still plenty of time. 12 seconds on the shot clock. To Bradley. Whatever they've got planned, it'll have to be quick. Bradley from downtown with 2 remaining on the clock. In the paint. Can't connect from close range.
You miss in transition, so often it turns out to a transition opportunity for the other team.
Looking to dominate down low. Lets it go.
Oh,
This is the inside shot. Moves around the defender. Adjusts. Just won't go from point-blank range.
Time and again, they've showed a commitment to contest shots in the paint. Nothing easy.
Misses on the back shot.
No paint game, no winning. You've got to get the ball at the basket, and then you've got to finish when you get it there.
Knocks down the jumper for 3. LA's 3 for 10 from outside.
And they didn't have this type of success from long range in their previous game. So you can just imagine they're very, very happy to ride the momentum of the three-point shot.
Here's the screen. To Baamute. 8 seconds now on the 24. They've got to get this off in a hurry. Under pressure. In and out.
Couldn't have played that shot any better. Made it a much more difficult shot than if it was an open look.
He curls. Rose for 2. And Derrick Rose with the bucket.
I know, right? 7 more days, man. I could stop playing this game.
Bradley against T. We're down to 11 seconds on the shot clock. Looks to the post. At the rim. Lays it in.
I like post players who've got not only will, but got skill as well. Here you're seeing the skill on the backs down, and finishes right around the basket area.
Looks like the coach is going to make some changes. Yep, here comes some substitutions. Anthony Towns looking to operate from down low. What a finish from Jeff Teague.
I don't know, man. I'm looking forward to that RPM.
Their man off the dribble.
I'm trying to see how the game feels, man. Because after playing NHL and Madden, the game, that's pretty much what my anticipation is.
Inside. And he gets to go back to the free throw line. Couple of more free throws.
And I want to see what else they got. Like,
Called against the Timberwolves.
I know last year the demo was kind of rough, but
Effort by the defender.
I don't know, man. The RPM is a game changer for me.
Time charge. Instead, hit with a blocking foul because he was.
Like, that NHL is so responsive. I don't know if you guys played it, but that's the most responsive game I've played of NHL in a long time. And even Madden, when you play defense, it's actually pretty smooth if you play defense.
Lets it go. It's good. A two-pointer. He's got 11 points in this matchup. Oh, excellent screen. Bradley the jumper. Oh, in and out. Gibson. Fires from downtown. Rebounded by Baamute. Good switching on defense. To the rim. Now time for a couple of free throws, and he's fouled.
Outstanding post-up basketball move right there. Using his body to back down, draw the time.
Oh yeah, I also want to see how they penalize the ball hogs. 'Cause that's another thing that I want to see get tweaked from this game. I want to see ball hogs get owned for holding the ball for too long.
He goes 1 for 2. Pretty little pass. From the corner, a three-pointer, puts it in.
The easiest three in the book, the corner three, right down Main Street.
Excellent ball movement around the perimeter. To Gallinari. Oh, a ferocious dunk.
I love the way they're not complicating the game. Get the ball near the basket and then finish with strength.
Butler on the drive to the basket. Can't get it to go from close range.
Another good quality attempt at the basket. Unfortunately, they missed it.
And I hope they fix that and let the CPU actually do like post moves and stuff like that too. Because sometimes the computer just runs around the paint. It's mad annoying.
To be fouled if you're a good offensive player and a great free throw shooter. Take advantage of your strengths. Earn your way to the free throw line.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking about joining a league. I gotta test to see the RPM because sometimes hold on a sec.
It'll count if it goes. Oh, no good.
Yeah, because I wanted to test because sometimes the online is laggy for me. I don't know why, but
Stay tuned for more Friday Night NBA.
like I wouldn't mind joining a league. Like if the RPM is the way I think it's gonna be, like joining a league would actually be fun this year. I know head-to-head was pretty trash last year. It was kind of laggy. I don't know why. Like when I would record gameplay and I would watch it after, like it wouldn't be as laggy. So maybe it's my connection. I'm totally not sure what's going on with that. So, but yeah, I wouldn't mind joining a league this year. I'm probably gonna pick a wing defender. because I want to go to people's court and I want to lock them up.
The Timberwolves have themselves a close game after 2 quarters.
Yeah, I think I brought it up to one of the devs. I even made a video of it, basically saying that if they're gonna put live run with 4 quarters and stuff like that, like there has to be some kind of like fatigue system, because like I played 2K a couple years ago and there was a guy literally for 4 quarters. He was the point guard, pretty much ball hogging for the whole game. And like I'm not trying to deal with that in live, man. Like no way.
Move the ball, keeping each other involved offensively. They've got a nice flow to their game today. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Fans have got to be happy with the way these teams are lighting it up from long range.
Yeah, like I don't get it, man. Like I can play Titanfall like I think on between 30 and 40 pings and pretty much get no lag. Like there's a little bit of lag, but it's not as bad as NBA Live. Like NBA Live, I don't know. I think they have them on like low-end servers or something, because there's no way the game should be that laggy.
Who was cold?
And they also said like the best experience is to plug it in, but I'm like, I'm not running a wire all the way downstairs just to play live run. No.
Here we go with the top plays.
Like I can play FIFA and NHL online. Sometimes I get knocked out of NHL, but that's just a server, and I'd be fine. But for some reason with the NBA Live servers, I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure they got them on like a low-end server.
We're moments away from the third quarter. Mike and Jeff are ready to call the second half action.
To Teague. And the defense switches from downtown. Nails the 3.
Minnesota's showing so much confidence with the three-point shot. It's a big reason for their lead.
To Gallinari, goes to the goal. Can't get it to drop.
Hey, you got to finish strong on those shots. You're right at the basket. You got to put the ball in the hole.
To the basket, flips it up. Gortat the rebound. Gallinari against Anthony Towns. Changes his mind and gives up the ball. Trying to work it down low. Gortat and the rebound grabbed by Anthony Towns.
Right now, he owns the paint, getting every rebound in sight.
The screen is set. Teague against Beverly. Backing his man down. Anthony Towns fires off balance. Anthony Towns shot no good. Screen set nicely.
Get over the way, man.
To Gallinari. Curls in. Final seconds counting down. Looking for low post position. Gortat rebound snatched by Anthony Towns.
Yeah, they better update that, because all that build my court and all that stuff with the private servers and the private what do you call it? The private matchups and stuff.
Now he moves around the defender.
Oh, get out of here.
Right back at him.
With all those private servers and private games and stuff that they're gonna have, they're gonna need better servers, man.
Lead into double figures. To the rim. Unable to flip it in.
Getting the ball to the rim is so important to winning basketball. Great offense, great look. Just couldn't knock it in.
Teague. He puts it up. Rebound corralled by Gallinari. Looking to curl in. Gallinari jump shot. In and out. And Jeff Teague with a rebound.
Hey, when you're going up against the great shooters in this league, you need to combat that with tenacity and passion. Tremendous defensive possession, forcing the miss against one of the great shooters in our league.
And LA calls time. They want to talk it over here.
It's like I rarely ever get lagged out in NBA Live. It's just the server is so, it makes the screen look all jello-y. It's like it's trying to force itself to balance with the person on the other end, and it just looks like it just looks off.
Minutes gone by in the third. LA's down by 12. Los Angeles hoping to stop this run and stop it now. To Gibson. Can't hold on to the ball. Boy, they need to get something going here. Gortat fires away, and they miss another one. Haven't been able to score now in over 3 minutes. To T. Ball comes loose. Gets it and quickly shoots that three and puts it in.
And in their last game, the assist total wasn't where it needed to be. Today, it's a completely different story.
Down into the lane.
Oh,
Here's the reach in. The referee blows the whistle. The Timberwolves get to inbound. It's a loose ball. Here's a steal. They tip it and get the turnover. Excellent feed. Throws it down in his face with authority.
Continue to pick them apart in the pick and roll. Pick, roll, catch, finish.
4 minutes gone by in the third. Los Angeles is down by 7. For 2, and a nice finish at the basket. To the drive. The shot clock shows 10 seconds left. Curling in. Nice fake. The layup. And to the line for the first time tonight. There's the whistle.
I really like this play right here. You're a great free throw shooter. Draw the contact and get 2 freebies.
Substitutions, Minnesota.
And he makes them both. To T. Here's the pick. Good solid entry pass.
See, I hate that, man. We need to fix that.
Kicks it back out. Not a lot of time for a shot here. Oh, quick adjustment. Now he gives it up. They don't beat the buzzer. A shot clock violation. Now, coach is going to make some changes on the floor. To the rim. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Oh, he got hit, and they call it. Draws the foul, called against Jang. That's his first.
I really like what I saw there.
Yo, what's up, Justin?
Good athleticism.
Yeah, I agree 100%, man.
Nice shot, just didn't roll in.
You got to get rid of the 2-man animations, man.
Oops, missed the first one.
Like, real player motion should clean it up, but like, I know Madden has a little bit of it, but it's not as bad as before. So I know, I think further down the year, like, the game will be a lot more cleaned up.
Good bounce back, hitting the second free throw. He's 1 for 2. Jones. Rose is using the screen, looking to get free. He accelerates with the left hand. Sweet, banks it in. Gorgeous pass from Derrick Rose.
Look, you can't give up layups like that. You got to protect the basket and the paint at all costs.
Pass to the corner. To Gortat. Gets to the rim. Off the glass.
You're not going to see a better possession in the NBA from both sides of the ball. Good defense, good offense. Good offense won out that time.
Help defense there with the switch. Rose for two. Misses at the rim.
You got to figure out how you can get a better quality shot and use your greatness to attract the second defender and find the open man.
Harris on the drive to the rim, off the fake. Tries to back.
Oh, that was a nice block.
Hey, that's a good look right there. Just couldn't get it in.
Back out to the perimeter. To Rose. Puts it up. Rose can't get that one to go either.
Hey, that's what you got to do late. You got to get the ball in the paint and then finish with strength.
And he'll head to the line for the second time tonight. And a foul. And he connects on the first free throw.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about head-to-head, man. Like, it's crazy. I only played 7 games of that all year.
Good free throw shooting, knocks down.
Like, I literally have to go downstairs and, like, fix my router every time just to see if I can get a better connection on the server.
Rose. Wow, no whistle.
Oh, my God.
Despite a punishing screen. Derrick Rose with his 4th assist of the night.
Execution. Solid screen. Good fundamental pass. Catch it. Finish.
Pass to the corner. Nobody near him. Takes the three. Nails it from downtown. LA's 5 for 14 from the outside.
That's efficient offense, generating a corner three-point make.
Rose. Jang's looking to post up down low. Gets it off. That's a two-pointer. Can't connect from close range. Oh, excellent screen. Spinning to the basket. Count it. Plus the foul. Los Angeles is 12 for 14 from the line tonight.
That's big-time play right there. Finishing the shot through the contact, and now goes to the free throw line.
And he does it.
Also, if you notice that a lot of the CPU players go over the screen, I hope they fix that too. It's like no matter what you do, they go over the screen.
Past the defender.
And get out of here.
The Timberwolves with the offensive rebound for another possession. Jones unable to hit from beyond the three-point line. There's the step back. Nice adjustment. Nails it. And the whistle blows on the reach-in foul. Touchant fires away for two. Nails it. And that'll do it. End of the third quarter.
I didn't even look at the time.
Tied up. Stay with us for more NBA on ESPN after this short break. Third quarter comes to an end, and this one is all tied up. What do we expect here in the fourth quarter?
Well, this is when your best players have to play their very best. Close game, make the shot or make the play that leads to the shot.
Gallinari's trying to get free off the pick. Create some space with that step back. Teague the rebound. Teague against Gortat. Gets in the paint. Puts it up. Knocks it down for 2.
The pull-up off the dribble is the most indefensible shot in basketball. Here, he knocks it in a tight contest.
Gallinari. Ball comes loose.
Oh, what a
A turnover is a mistake you can live with, but what you can't live with is the transition defense. Here against the push of the ball to show no resistance, no attitude toward really wanting to stop the ball, getting all the way to the rim, that's just not good enough.
There's the switch. There's the pick. T knocks down the
I knew that was going
What
on.
a beautiful stroke, right down the heart of the basket. Big time 3.
Looks like
Yeah, the screening is messed up. Yo, what? Whoa, thanks, Justin. I wasn't expecting that. I gotta start doing badges and stuff like that for the streaming. They actually said that the matchmaking for the 3v3 and the 5v5 was gonna be fixed. They've been working on the issue all year, and they said that I think it was Mike Mahar said that the issue was gonna be completely fixed for Live 19. Yo, what's up, Caleb? Thanks for passing through.
good personnel change going on right now. Beverly running the team. Throws the alley-oop.
Oh,
It's a loose ball. Oh, that pass nearly picked off. Oh, and he throws it away. Beverly for 2, shoots away. And Andrew Wiggins with a strong rebound. Puts it home with a slam.
And when he gets a head of steam up like that, there's no one that will step in front, and that led to the dunk.
Screen set nicely. Perfect entry pass. Adjusting in the air. Off the glass for 2.
And what you're seeing here is both teams being very unselfish with the basketball. The assist total in this game is remarkable for both teams.
Attacks the back.
Oh, yeah.
Rosen's attempt off the backboard. No good.
No paint game, no winning. You've got to get the ball at the basket, and then you've got to finish when you get it there.
And he curls in. Gets to the rim. Oh, nice touch inside. Dumps it off beautifully. In the paint. Rose the rebound. Pops it back out. Jang's looking for possession. Good read to break up the play. Slams it home for 2.
Oh, look at the athleticism exploding up to finish.
Yo, I really appreciate it, Justin, man. If this game looks the way it's been looking, man, I'm gonna work extra hard on some of the videos, man. Some of the videos I did this year, I kind of rushed them, but I want nothing but classics.
You're going to have to be quick with this shot. And Taj Gibson with a nice
I actually got my brother to work on some music, so it's gonna be a lot of original lot of original content coming.
to Gortat at the rim. And it's on to the line for a couple of free throws. Draws the contact. Yep, it's a foul. Called.
Well, we're gonna see with the demo, Jay, because if the RPM is the way if it's advertised the way it is that it plays, the 5v5 shouldn't be an issue.
And he hits the first.
I just think we need more variety. Like when they do the matchmaking, just have more variety of of players in the matchup. Because sometimes they got like 5 point guards in there. So you can have like a point guard trying to guard the center, which makes no sense because all you have to do is pass it to the center.
Rose moves around the defender. Rose, what a rejection. No holes there. Puts it up. Deep corner shot. Rose the rebound. Takes the three. Puts it in. And they extend the lead to double figures.
The transition three-point jump shot is one of the hardest to defend in the NBA because transition defenses have been taught to protect the paint first. You might ask, why are you settling for a three? It's not a settle. That's a great look for him. He's a knockdown three-point shooter.
Teague jump shot. Quick rebound by Gallinari. He shoots. They keep it alive. Strong finish on the hustle play.
Now that's a big man dunk right there. Finishing with strength and force.
To Gibson. Backing his way down in the post. Gets it off. Oh, he knocks it down.
Yeah, and you should also be able to rotate positions when you're locked in on a team.
Oh, excellent screen. To Gallinari. Inside. Los Angeles is shooting 88%.
Because my guy this year, he was a small forward. He was a slasher. But sometimes they will put me at center. And in the live events, I would have to guard like Alonzo Mourning and Joel Embiid. So it's like, how you supposed to stop that?
Gallinari with 12 points. Teague. Anthony Towns using the screen, trying to get free. For three. Can't get it to go. The lead's still under double figures. Into the paint. To the basket. Takes the hit. Banks it in. What a play.
You need guys who can beat their man off the dribble and finish at the basket.
Anthony Towns looking to set up in the paint. Minnesota's 7 for 10 from the line. Good work to draw the foul. Marcin Gortat picks up his second foul of the night. First free throw, perfect. And Taj Gibson with 8 points. Here's the screen. Tries for the alley-oop. Ball comes loose. Close to a turnover. Oh, nice touch from Tobias Harris.
That's nice body control right there.
Tone down the CPU in live run or just regular head-to-head, like versus.
To Gallinari. Throws it up from deep. Hits the three.
I like that transition three. It's open, it's hard to guard, they're not matched up. That player can make that shot at a high percentage.
Oh, no, man.
Nice move down the lane. On the drive. Oh, what a pretty shot from Jimmy Butler.
In close games, you cannot allow the dribble to break you down and get right to the basket. The individual defender has to do a good job, but the help defense is late as well.
Gets inside, puts it in. 4-point game.
Yeah, that too. I think they just need to make them smarter.
We've reached crunch time here in this game. Anthony Towns looking for the screen to get himself open. Shot clock down at 12 seconds remaining. Nice move inside.
Oh.
Shot.
Nice work getting into the paint to finish.
Inside to the basket, and he'll head to the line with under a minute to go here in the fourth quarter. There's the whistle. Nice job.
Actually, that gave me an idea just now. What if, like, say someone on the other team gets disconnected? You should have, like, you know, players just leave the court. Like a guy on the other team, like one player from each team will cancel out. Kind of like what they did with FIFA with elimination mode.
Anthony Towns to the rim, puts it up and in. What a play from Karl Anthony Towns.
That's just a nice layup right there.
Defense has to switch. Entry pass gets it inside. Strong to the tried to bag it. No good.
You want to win late, you've got to keep the ball out of the paint.
Pretty pass. Making the baseline move. Attacks the basket. Minnesota's 9 for 12 from the line here tonight. And we have a foul called against.
Yeah.
I really like what I saw there. Good strength, good athleticism.
Yeah. That's why I think where real player motion will come in handy, because you're either going to have to commit or you're going to have to overplay. So if you overplay too much, you might get burned. So they might make the CPU much smarter in that aspect of the game.
To Gallinari. He curls, gets to
L1.
up and in. What a play from Danilo Gallinari. No question. Yep, that's a foul called against the Clippers. And that foul puts them in the penalty, so it's time to go to the free throw line. Knocks down the first one. He hits the pair of free throws. Their lead is now 8.
Hold on, let me answer. Let me finish this game real quick.
From downtown, Beverly's jumper.
I really don't prefer live over 2K. I think the reason why I post more live content on my channel is because it pretty much gets traction. Like, I think back when 2K11 was out, I used to post a lot of 2K11 stuff because I pretty much did a my career. I think that was the only year that I actually enjoyed my career. So like if people actually like, I think I haven't been really, like, what's the word I'm looking for? I haven't been really posting a lot of stuff other than gameplay with 2K. I think if I got more in depth, I'd probably get more hits. But I don't know, man. Something about live that I've always been playing. Like, I've been playing live my whole life, basically. Like, the only time I really played 2K hardcore was 2K7, 2K11, and I think 2K15. So, but I always have both games in my library. I don't know when I'm going to get 2K this year, because with the way NHL is, I don't even know if I'm going to have time to play 2K, because I might get more into depth with that game. So I might not play 2K hardcore until like December or January, depending on what Live does, because sometimes, like, they still got to show franchise and all these different stuff. So I'm kind of waiting to see what that is, but like, for me to create content for live, I have to always have live in my I always have to play it. So, yo, what up, Charles? Yeah, 2K11 is, to me, 2K11 is the best 2K, man. Like, the My Player was good until they went in and patched it, because a lot of people, I still remember a lot of people were complaining about, oh, you don't have to run plays, blah blah blah. And then they went and they made sure that you had to run a play to get your player open. And it actually ruined the gameplay. I'm like, sometimes these community guys just need to be quiet, man, because they're just going to get the devs to ruin the game. So the more complaining you do about a game, the more they're just gonna ruin it. But last year was legit, man. Those guys ruined that game last year. My favorite live was, it's NBA Live 06, not on the new generation one, but the one on the GameCube, and Live 09. Live 09, like, there was so much stuff you can do in that game. And I was just like, yo, I'm just going to sit here for like hours and just mess with the ratings and stuff like that. And even though that the gameplay was kind of stiff, I kind of used the ratings system against the animations, and I actually got the game to play a lot better. But I didn't really post those videos back in the day because I never really thought to do it. Yeah, 09 and 10. I liked NBA Live 10 until those patches, man. Those patches ruined the game. Like I said, Mike Wang was doing those games, and the same problem Live 10 had. Mike Wang is the same guy who's like doing it with 2K. So yeah, 2K9 was good. 2K10 was garbage, but the reason why 2K9 was good is because I think that before Mike Wang left, he left the foundation of that game, and then when he worked on, Mike Wang worked on 09, and when Live 10 came out, that's when 2K10, they didn't know what to do with the game, so that's why it was terrible. There was like no off-ball movement in 2K. Yeah, man, he messes with the game too much. He's like, because I'm an editor, and like my brother, he does music and stuff like that. Like he does mixing and mastering and stuff like that. And sometimes, like, if you keep touching stuff, like, you're gonna eventually like overproduce it, or you're gonna ruin it somehow. So I think that's why Mike Wang is asking all these questions before the game comes out. So he's gonna stick to his guns. So all that dribbling stuff that he put in the game, like, he's going to make sure that it stays that way. So, but like I said, some of these fans, they just want the game to be easy. And like growing up playing, if you're like a real gamer, you're not going to complain about the game being too hard. Unless you put on like Hall of Fame or something like that. Yeah, man, 06, yo, the thing about 06, Live 06 was the one that introduced all the superstar patches and the rebounding, the signature styles and all that stuff. And the thing about that is that the guy who he became a producer for NHL, I think 2 years later, and he brought the same elements from Live 06 to NHL. And then the same guy also brought in the skill stick. So, and they saw how successful it was, and then they ended up bringing that to NBA Elite, and they tried the same thing with that, and then they got backlashed. So imagine if they actually stuck with that. It was crazy, man, because NHL's gameplay is NBA Level 6 was ahead of its time, man. I agree. Like, I still have the GameCube disc. Like, if I could find the GameCube, I would definitely hook it up and play it still. I have Live 09. I have Live 10. I think I have Live 2002, 2003 still, too. Yeah, man. They introduced all those badges and stuff in 06, man. I still remember a game that I played. Yeah, the PS2 disc. Yeah, man. I never had a PlayStation or Xbox around that time because I was a Nintendo guy. So I had a GameCube, I had an N64. I haven't bought a Wii or a Wii U because I'm just like, I don't have time to play all the different consoles anymore. So I'm just sticking with Xbox. But I might end up getting a Nintendo. Nintendo's apparently making a new system, so it might be one, if it's a powerful system, kind of like an Xbox One X or whatever, like I'll consider it. But as of right now, like, I don't know, man. I don't even think the Wii U and all these new systems even compare to the GameCube, because the GameCube had a lot of great co-op games. Like they had that the James Bond Everything or Nothing game. Man, that couch co-op, that was one of the best ones, man. Yeah, everybody I know is on PS4, man. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see around Christmas time. And also, I also want to play that Spider-Man game. So, I don't know. I might cave and actually get a PS4 now. The funny thing is, a lot of the NBA Live guys were on Xbox, and then I guess the community was small and they couldn't find a lot of people on there, so everybody went to PlayStation. Yeah, man, that was when 2K, to me, that's when 2K blew up. 2K7 was like to me it was the starting point, but 2K11 that like propelled 2K like over EA, because that My Player mode was like, that was the most fun I've ever played like with my career. And they've tried to replicate it, but they can't, man. There was just too much going on in that game, in that thing. And you could do the interviews, and you can like, they had the dialogue and everything. I actually won a championship in that league. My player was with the Washington Wizards, and I actually won the championship. I think that was the only time in my career, my player type mode, that I won a championship. Yeah, Nintendo, they don't like, they're good with their games, like they have their brands and stuff, but I don't know why they're so scared of making a powerful console. Maybe they're trying to keep their costs down, because I remember when the first PlayStation, I think it was PlayStation 2, came out. Like, I live in Toronto in Canada, and that system was like $1,000. And I'm like, man, like, those guys lost so much money, and I guess Nintendo wanted to keep their overhead costs low so they can make some profit, and that's why they didn't want to make a powerful console. Yeah, well, the VC wasn't as bad. Last year was the worst, because any other year you can actually play 2K and grind and get your guy leveled up pretty good. But last year, man, those guys were snakes last year. Like, as soon as I went, because anytime I do my player, like, I put braids on him. And then I didn't like how they had the braids, and it was already expensive. And I tried to go back and put my other hairstyle, and I'm just like, man, that's crazy. Like, how the hell? Why can't I put my old hairstyle back? As soon as I seen that, man, I'm like, these guys are scammers. Yo, what's up, Louisiana? Yo, exclusives are killing. Exclusives are killing gaming, man. Like, why does the show MLB the show? Well, it's Sony. So, like, I'm a Sony guy, but I can see when Sony's being greedy. Like, those guys are so greedy as a company, man. Like why does the show have to be on just PlayStation? Why does Spider-Man have to be just on PlayStation? Like, to me, that's stupid. Yeah, I've never been to Detroit. Yo, I didn't even buy 2K17. I'm a Pacer fan, and Paul George was on the cover, and I didn't even bother touching that game. The only time I played it was on the free play days on the Xbox. Like, they had it free for like 5 days, and I just downloaded it and played it for like 2 days. I'm like, no, there's no way I'm buying this game. And then 2K18 came out, like, they got me with that, and then I was like, man, I'm not even gonna bother doing that, man. Like, nope. And I think I started playing it in May or March, I can't remember. And I started messing with the sliders. Yeah, the Knicks are alright. I don't hate the Knicks as much as I used to. Yeah, that game 2K18 was terrible, man. The good thing about it, I only paid $25 for that game. Nah, they can't combine, man. That's like people saying 2K and NBA Live should 2K and NBA Live should make one game. Yeah, man. I kind of regret not buying 2K17 because I should have bought it on PC because I seen some of the mods for that game. And they actually make the game pretty good, man. But the collisions that they had in that game in 2K18, that if they didn't have that issue, like, I wouldn't really have a problem with the game. With those collisions, man, holy. Yeah, because PlayStation, like, you gotta understand, like, I'm a big Sony guy, but Sony and Samsung, all those Asian companies, like, to me, they're kind of like in their own. Like, they're in their own world. Like, they don't want to work with anybody else, right? Like Samsung, they're trying to get Google off of their phone. Like, so that's why they have the Bixby. Like, they don't want people using Google Assistant. They want them using Bixby. So, the same thing with PlayStation, man. Like, they want you to outsource they want you to buy their mirrors and their technology and their chips, but they won't buy anything from you. And that's how they pretty much operate. And I love Sony. Like, everything I have is Sony except for the console. Like, my receiver is Sony, my speakers are Sony. I got a 55-inch Bravia Sony. So, like, yeah, the game is gonna look like that, man. What's up, Del? No, the game's going to look like that. A lot of these guys are skeptical about the graphics. The game's going to look like that. I know I haven't pre-ordered live yet because I'm a game changer, so I might get the game for free. But Izzy Snow on Twitter, he actually posted an update. And there was an update on, I think, on his Xbox that there was a 3.7 gigabyte update for Live 19. So they're probably updating the graphics. Like, the game didn't look nothing like that at EA Play. Yeah, man, Sony's greedy, man. Like, my brother loves Sony cameras, and they put the low-end stuff in some of those cameras. And the higher technology stuff, they put them in, like, the $5,000 cameras because they want you to buy those cameras. I don't know, man. 2K's gameplay. Wait, did I miss anything? Yeah, Yeah, the modders from the NBA Live forums, the NBALive.com forums, like those guys put in mad work. Yeah, man, they're updating the game like crazy. Like the game looked nothing like that at EA Play, and like as soon as I saw those new screenshots, I'm like, those guys probably worked overtime to get that game looking like that, because that looks like UFC now. I did a comparison on Twitter. I even had a video. I have two UFC players on the sides, and I have Kevin Durant in the middle, and you can tell they updated the render, because the renders look nothing like that at EA Play. Yeah, no, but the lighting, it's not even that it was a poor build. The lighting was garbage. Like, the lighting took a step back. And I think people were saying that. So they actually went back and they actually, like, re-rendered every player. So that's probably why we don't see all the players. But because to this day right now, they're probably still updating players. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna be on EA Play, EA Access. You know what my brother does? He gets adapters. He doesn't buy Sony lenses. He gets a Nikon lens and the Canon lenses, and he has an adapter, and then he uses that. So he's got I think he's got 7 different lenses, and he's got a few prime lenses, and he actually he just uses the adapter, and he gets crazy quality. He's got an A7, Sony A7. Yeah, Dell, yeah. The face scans are crazy, man. They're gonna, trust me, man, like, these guys ain't messing around. Because they know people are gonna play the game just for the graphics alone. Like, when you have Ball is Life and you have Slam Magazine, I think, just none of these guys even bothered posting anything last year of NBA Live. And like now they're like even TSN, they're posting all the screenshots and everything, man. Like, the graphics matter, man. Yeah, the A6, I think that's the older model. Those are pretty much the good cameras. Yeah, a lot of the old A6s are pretty good with Sony. But the new ones, they're trying to host people with the new cameras. I don't know if they mocap different, because mocap is pretty much the same technology. It's all about what they do with the mocaps. Yo, the reason why Andre Drummond gets dunked on like that, because he's a 2K guy, man. That's why he got dunked on. You see how I'm zoomed in on I'm zoomed in on Wiggins' face. Like, to me, like, last year, that was a good scan. But this year, like, his scan should look way better. Yeah, I would play online more, but they gotta fix that. They gotta fix those servers, man. Because now that I can actually play people, like people on my friends list and stuff like that, like I'm definitely gonna accept challenges. I remember last year I was at EA Play, and I actually played Prime at EA Play. He lost obviously, and I was like, "Yo, when the game comes out, we're gonna play, right?" And he's like, "Yeah." And then when the game came out, we couldn't even play each other because they didn't have that feature in the game. So, like, if anybody wants to play me in live, like, I'm not backing down. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't even care about my record, man. Like there's no way, if the game is the way it is, there's no way I'm gonna be getting blown out. Like, I think the only time I got blown out was like live 15, and the game was like laggy like crazy. So it's like, I'm not backing down from no challenges. There was even a dev at EA Play. He actually challenged me in a game, and we actually played up to, I think it was up to 21. One of the the Drew League games, and I actually beat him. I was drunk as hell, and I actually beat him. So. And then I saw him on Twitter. He was saying that he never lost a game at EA Play. You know, I let him have that. But I was like, man, you know you lost, right? He probably forgot that he lost. Yeah, man. But I like that. I kind of like that. What do you call it? That when he contested the shot, I actually looked at that animation. It was pretty sick. Yeah, you know what? If you look at one of my followers on Twitter, Jelly Chen, he actually comments on my videos sometimes. He actually showed me that last year Live had real player motion, but it was just with the 1v1, like the online, not the online, but with the one-on-one game. So all the one-on-one stuff that was going on in Live 18. That was real player motion. So now they like put real player motion all over the court. So it's gonna be interesting. Man, Embiid doesn't like anybody, man. I'll say this: Embiid is like, he embraces competition. I don't think he hates anybody, but he embraces competition. Like, he's not scared to talk smack to anybody. But you know, when they play the Pacers, he doesn't say nothing to Miles Turner. I think if you go back on his social media, you won't see anything that he posted against Miles Turner or against the Pacers. Any other team, he was like talking trash after the game. Because Miles Turner, man, Miles Turner was eating his food last year. Same with Al Jefferson. Yeah, Al Jefferson was schooling that guy. Yeah, he couldn't say nothing, man. He was getting mad too. Like, I think there was 2 out of the 3 games that the Pacers played the Sixers. Yo, Embiid was throwing fits, man. You can tell that he has a big temper. So don't be surprised if that's a rivalry. Man, I want to see the new plays that they have in the game, because apparently all the offensive sets are in the game. Like, I seen a guy talk about the triangle, and I'm like, he's like, I've been asking that for like 4 years. I'm like, man, they got the triangle in the game, man. Like, they said they put all the sets in the game. And if you watch some of the YouTubers that were at EA Play, like, you can actually see some of the plays that come up on the side, on the bottom screen, and you can see that there's different plays. But those guys don't even play call, man. So nah, man, Miles Turner doesn't back down from nobody. Like Miles Turner with there was a couple games like even last year and the year before when the Pacers played the Knicks. Yo, the Miles Turner battles with Kristaps Porzingis. Yo, those battles were legit, man. Like they should have put that game on Christmas. If Kristaps is playing this year, they should have put that game on Christmas. I don't even remember who the Knicks are playing. They're playing like some good. I don't know, man. But they don't want to give the Pacers any pubs, so I think they're playing the Bucks because Giannis Antetokounmpo is on there. So I don't know, man. They're sleeping on Miles Turner, man. And this guy is dribbling as a guard now. Like if you look at his videos, he's dribbling as a guard. And he's pulling up. Like his jump shot is much quicker. Yeah, I think KP's more versatile than Miles Turner. But I don't know if he's that much better. Because the problem with Miles Turner is that he gets bullied in the paint sometimes. So, but he changed his whole regimen, man. Like ever since I think it was January when he came back from injury, he's been talking about his workout routine, and this guy's been in the gym pretty much all summer. This guy's doing like yoga and stuff, man. Like I don't know. I can't wait to see how that translates, man. But yeah, those Knicks and Pacers series, like that rivalry is probably gonna be reignited, man, because those were some good games last year and the year before. And even in the playoffs when we played when Melo was on the squad, like those games were crazy, man. Well, the Knicks got to make the playoffs first, man. They hyping up that new coach, man. I don't know, man. Fizdale. We'll see, because I don't even know when Porzingis is coming back. There's talks that he might not even play next year. And last year he was pretty much the anchor for that team, man. Like if he played like shit, there's no way that team was winning. But those guys like Frank, yeah, man, that was like the best block of Roy Hibbert's career. I don't know. The Knicks got a low key. They got a good core, man. Like I don't mind the Knicks being good. Like they don't bother me as much anymore. But man, like the Sixers, man, like I know the refs are gonna be on their sides when we play them, man. So they're already gonna piss me off. Yeah, that's what they were saying. They said that he might not even come back till like February. And that sucks too because like I said, man, Porzingis is like the rock of that team. Yo, man, the NBA wants the Sixers to be like the next powerhouse, man. They gave those guys the easiest schedule down at the end of the season. Those guys played like one team that was over 500.
Alongside me, as always, is Jeff Van Gundy. Hello, everyone, and welcome as we get set for a matchup between the Charlotte Hornets and the Orlando Magic. As we get things started. Who on the Hornets do you think they need to keep an eye out for?
Yeah, man, tanking is trash, man. Like, I don't know how these teams do it, man. That's why I'm a Pacer fan, because the Pacers don't tank. They can't afford to tank. They got, like, how many All-Stars, like, within the last 10 years? And the only top 10 pick they had, I think, was Paul George.
For the layup, Gordon, the rebound.
Everyone else was like 17, 15, 24.
Jeff, it's pretty simple.
And they've made the playoffs pretty much like every year.
And boy, were they awful shooting the basketball.
Mike, you've heard me say this ad nauseum. It's a make or miss league. If both teams create quality shots, who's going to make more of the quality opportunities? They didn't in the last game, and they lost.
Well, I got a CPU versus CPU. I'm not even playing anymore.
Look inwardly and say, did we get the shots we wanted? If you did, you just move on to the next.
I think it's better than having just a loading screen up.
Impressive putback. What timing.
That's
Orlando's got a pretty interesting squad this year too, so they're not going to make the playoffs, but
oh, excellent screen. That was one brutal screen and no whistle at all. Batum for two, puts it out, unable to flip it in.
tremendous job making it difficult to get the ball to the basket.
To the rim, rebound handled by Walker.
man, the Bulls are straight tanking, man. They're going to tank next year too. They didn't even want to pay, what's his name, Zach LaVine. They wanted to lowball him.
Kaminsky throws it down hard.
I'm like, why are you going to lowball this guy? He actually plays hard.
People know he's down there.
Yeah, man. I can't stand these teams that tank, man. And it's funny, it's all the major market teams. Other than the Celtics, it's like all the major market teams that were like tankers. And all of a sudden they got a couple of players. The NBA is like, okay, we're going to give you all the Christmas games and and all the marquee games now. It's like, come on, man.
Kaminsky's trying for position in the paint. To Kid Gilchrist. 8 seconds now on the 24. Not a lot of time for a shot here. Walker for two, shoots away. Howard's trying to establish some low post position, and that's out of bounds off the backboard.
This is actually the first time I'm watching CPU versus CPU with these sliders. It actually looks pretty good.
To Gordon. Still plenty of time, 12 seconds on the shot clock. Fournier puts it up from three-point range as the shot clock goes down to 2. Pass to the corner. Walker against Augustine.
No, they matched him. I'm pretty sure they matched the contract.
Working hard, backing down his opponent. To Walker.
No, he was restricted, so they were pretty much testing him because he wanted to stay with the Bulls, and they made another team give him an offer before they did anything.
Here's the screen. Augustine on the drive. Gets it off. That's a two-pointer. Misses at the rim.
We're seeing some outstanding defensive work, forcing the offensive team into late shot clock shots, which are very low percentage.
Yeah, man. You got Barrett and you got Zion Williams, man. If those two declare, I mean, I know Barrett's gonna declare for the draft. There's no way he's staying at Duke for more than a year.
Here's the Euro step. Oh, that's a beauty.
I don't think any of those guys are staying there for more than a year.
Off to the line now to shoot 2.
Excellent offensive play right there.
That's why Duke is trying to, because Duke's in Canada right now. They're doing a Canada tour because they got R.J. Barrett on the team, and he's from Mississauga, which is like down the street from where I'm at. And so they're pretty much promoting Duke basketball in Canada. So
This is the second one as well.
it's good for them, for good exposure. And on top of that, they're actually scouting up here too. So
Walker's using the screen, trying to get free. What a rejection.
nah, man, if the Knicks gonna tank, they better just tank. If Porzingis doesn't play this year, they better tank.
The lane. Uses the screen. Now
I mean, what's another year? What's another year with tanking? But then again, Fizdale's not the type that likes tanking. Like, he's gonna have those guys playing.
You got to put yourself in position to be fouled if you're a good offensive player and a great free throw shooter. Take advantage of your strengths.
Yeah, man. They can always go back to school, man. Like, if you're a top 5 pick, you're making a lot of money, man. Yeah, man. And half of those guys are injured too right now. Like, they're not even playing right. They're not even playing. So I don't want Barrett to go to the Knicks though.
Walker against
Anywhere but the Knicks.
Howard's looking to set up in the paint. They're going to have to be quick here. He curls. Williams fires for 3 with 2 left on the 24. Just won't go from point-blank range. To Fournier. Oh, nice block.
But it's actually going to be crazy if
And the paint.
if all the major market teams in the NBA are actually good,
Is so important to winning basketball.
because the league is actually better.
Great look.
They're always going to sleep on my Pacers though. I remember that one year the Pacers won 61 games and they still weren't even being talked about. They would rather bring up Detroit.
Oh, quick move gets inside.
Honestly, I already talked about it, but like
Lets it go.
they had to trade DeMar DeRozan.
That solid defense as the shot clock was winding
Like
down.
they pretty much handcuffed themselves because
What a move. And down goes the defender. Howard for 2.
yeah, I know the CPU versus CPU. It's first time with the sliders, man. Like I didn't think it was gonna be this good. But yeah, when they traded DeMar DeRozan, it's like they had to do it because
This is the inside shot.
like Masai Ujiri, he's one of those guys, like he wanted to blow up the team long time ago. And
Excellent job.
pretty much
He's got 5.
they handcuffed themselves by giving Kyle Lowry that contract last year. And they didn't even have to give him that contract.
Howard's looking to poke
So,
him down low.
but I'm pretty sure after this year he's gone. They're gonna get rid of him.
And Kemba Walker with the 3-pointer.
Because you got Fred Van Vliet, you got Darrell Wright. Like the young core is pretty sick. And they play better than the starters, man.
Looks like the coach is going to make some changes. Yep, here comes some substitutions.
But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see Kawhi Leonard in a Raptors jersey. I'm still thinking about buying one just so I have one.
About it. He hit him. It's called against Williams.
Like I got a Landry Fields Raptors jersey in my closet.
Absorb the contact and still get
I actually liked the pickup at the time because I was watching the Knicks and he was actually playing pretty sick on the Knicks. So I'm like, yo, like we got a pretty decent player. And then friggin' what's his name, Dwayne Casey, he didn't know how to use him as a player, and you know, he was just parked on the bench for the whole game. I'm like, man, this coach is garbage, man. That's why I don't see why people are hyping up Detroit. It's like, oh, they got the coach of the year in Dwayne Casey, and he pretty much like he can't coach stars, man. He's just terrible at coaching. He's not even an X and O's coach.
That's a thing of beauty right there. The three-point shot, nothing but net.
Shot thrown right back at
Yeah, man. Anytime I do sliders, I always look at the CPU versus CPU. But since it's like the off season, basically, like I updated them, but I've always just played against the CPU with them. But this actually looks pretty sick.
shoots it for two.
But I don't know if DeMar DeRozan's the actual choker. We'll find out when, because like I said, like Dwayne Casey, he doesn't know how to coach. Like I don't know, man. People overrate that guy, man.
Forced to make the pass.
Like this guy, he got out coached by who was that coach in Washington a couple years ago? The one who didn't know how to flip the he didn't know how to flip the what do you call it? He had the play designer in his hand, and he didn't even know what side of the court he was gonna put the plays on. I'm like, man, he was getting out coached by this guy. And when the Raptors got Rudy Gay, you have two players that can score on the wings, and then you got Kyle Lowry as the point guard, and you don't even know how to balance that out. Like,
Connects on the first free throw.
man, like DeMar DeRozan, like he's salty. I think he's mainly salty because he wanted to retire in Toronto, but those guys had mad chances. Like if they would have lost that series against the Pacers, which they should have lost, like that team would have got blown up then. But you're the top seed in the East, and you get swept by that trash Cavs team, man. Like that Cavs team was garbage, man. Those guys needed the refs to beat the Pacers. And then the Celtics, you know, I don't know, those guys couldn't even play on the road. And then those guys gave LeBron a Game 7, and LeBron started playing like crazy. Like, man, whatever, man. That shit is terrible, man. Like, those guys got swept by that garbage ass Cavs team. Like, those guys, they should have just blew up the team there.
Well, they just missed
in the middle of the series, just blow them up.
Good looks by both teams, good execution, just missed quality looks.
Into the paint at the rim, and he'll head to the line to shoot two. There's a foul. It's called against the Magic. Their first team foul.
Yeah, man, that Game 5, man. I'm still mad about that. Like, that game, they should have won that game, man. Like, I don't know what it is, man. Like, Frank Vogel always has these issues with when he was with the Pacers, that the Pacers can't score in the fourth quarter, which makes no sense. I think those guys scored like 5 points in that Game 5 in that fourth quarter, man. And that was the second time that I could remember they did that against the Raptors.
Oh, excellent screen. Quick move to get inside. To the rim. Kim Gilchrist, the rebound.
Yeah, man. If they won that Game 5, they would have won that Game 6 at home. The Raptors would have lost by like 30 points. And then that whole Raptors team would have been fired, man. They would have that whole team would have been blown up.
10 seconds left. Quick release for three.
No, but you see, with the LeBron goaltend on Oladipo, on the previous play before that, the ball was actually out on Indiana. So I'm not really gonna complain about that.
The defense, nice.
So the ball hit I think it was Oladipo, and then they ended up giving the ball to the Pacers.
Not a lot of time.
And then Oladipo scored on the other end, and then I can't remember, but it was something like that. But then the goaltending at the end of the game, like that was pretty much balanced out.
That's big time play right there. Finishing the shot through the contact, and now goes to the free throw line.
Eastern Conference. I I don't know, man. I don't even. The Raptors might be dysfunctional this year, man.
And that completes the three-point play.
I don't know, cause Kawhi Leonard, he's not staying with the Raptors. Like they're saying he's gonna fall in love with Toronto, but man, he wants that money from Nike. Well, Nike. I don't think Nike. I think Nike canceled his contract anyway. So, but he wanted to be in a big market. That's why he wanted to leave the Spurs. But who I think's going to be in the conference finals, man? I don't know, man. It depends. It depends where the matchups are. Because I think if the Pacers end up playing the Celtics, I think the Pacers could beat the Celtics. Because even with Gordon Hayward, like, I'm still not really scared of that team. Like, they play good defense and scrappy, but Oladipo was like manhandling that team by himself last year. And the only game the Pacers lost was that game where Bogdanovich threw the ball in the air and Jaylen Brown stole the ball.
You just can't hope they miss. You make them miss.
No, Kawhi's going to play, man. He's in a contract year. That's why he was fake smiling in the picture.
Fires away for two. Rebounded by Kaminsky.
But yeah, it's gonna be dysfunctional in Toronto, man.
Good solid entry pass.
But the Raptors coach that they got, like, he knows what he's doing. That guy has like 30 years of experience.
Shooting 66% from the field in tonight's game. Back on offense, they need to.
Yeah, man, you guys should have lost that game. Like, Corey Joseph and Bogdanovich, both, like, two of the best free throw shooters, gave up the ball, man. All we had to do was hold it.
Trying isn't enough. You've got to close and get there and then finish it off by contesting the shot.
Nah, man, I don't want LeBron. Nah, man, nah.
11 seconds remaining.
I want teams to beat LeBron, man. I'm tired of these guys joining LeBron, man. Like, people are tired of the Warriors, man, but the Warriors, they grew those stars, man. LeBron's just doing whatever he wants, man. I hope nobody joins LeBron in LA, man.
Turns it over. Nobody there.
Yeah, I think depending on who the Pacers play, they can make the conference finals because they already have a system in place and they already play hard. Like, all you have to do this year is all you have to do in the NBA is play hard because all these teams, they expect all the players are like they're just divas. So, like, if you play hard against a diva, he's just gonna go sulk to the ref. So that's why I like them blue collar teams, man. That's why people are still sleeping on the Spurs, man. The Spurs probably gonna finish second in the West, man. But I think in the conference finals, I wouldn't mind it being Philadelphia and Indiana. Because I know that series would be crazy. Like, the refs will get their hands in that series, but the last couple of last year was there was a lot of crazy games, man. A lot of those games went down to the wire, and JJ Redick was like going crazy in those games.
Just bad basketball. Not securing the rebound off the free throw line miss.
Isaac gets inside.
Yo, why is Alfred Payton on this team? I thought I changed the roster.
Isaac gets in the paint to the rim. All right, getting ready now for the first of two free throw attempts. No question. Yep, that's
no, that's not Alfred Payton. Why am I thinking that's Payton? Because I'm sure I updated the rosters. It's Isaacs.
And still get off a quality shot. Just didn't get it to drop.
No, as long as they fix the boxing out animation and make it more responsive, I think you'll be able to cancel a lot of that out.
2 for 2 at the line.
He wants to go to. I think he wants to go to the Lakers, but he just wants to be in LA. So That's why Jerry West and them fired. That's why Jerry West fired. What's his name? Bruce Bowen, because Bruce Bowen was talking trash early in the year.
And making sure they don't get away from it.
11 seconds now on the shot clock. Oh, excellent screen. Shot clock down to 2. That's from downtown. Still plenty of time. 12 seconds on the shot clock. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Clearly a foul called against the Magic. Their 3rd team foul.
Look, you got to put yourself in position to be fouled if you're a good offensive player.
I'm actually trying to work on a podcast. I'm just bad at like talking to myself. I think if I had a good sidekick, I'd be fine, but I don't know how some people do it, man. They just sit there and talk to themselves on the mic. Like even when I'm doing my videos, like I'm just pretty much talking like the way like I'm just imagining someone in front of me talking. I don't know, it's a process. No, the demo drops next week, man. Next Friday. They better drop at midnight because I'm not trying to wake up at like 7 o'clock and download that. I want to play that game at midnight.
Gordon against Williams. There's the pick.
No, I think they apparently they patched it on Xbox. Because if you do the New Zealand thing, you could have got the game a day earlier. But they pretty much I heard that they patched it. I'm still gonna try it because I want to get that game early because I'm not trying to download that game when everyone else is downloading it. It took me 3 hours to download Madden. I'm like, man, what is this?
Down to 11 seconds on the shot clock. Kaminsky's working hard, trying to back down his opponent. In and out.
Late in the shot clock, you know it's difficult because somebody's going to try to take you in a one-on-one situation. Excellent team defense to force the miss by contesting the shot very hard.
I don't know. They might do the same thing again, man.
And he'll head to the line for the 2nd time tonight.
Because the one mode is what they're pushing, man. So they want people playing it.
I really like what I saw there. Good strength, good athleticism. Took the foul, got up a nice shot, just didn't roll in.
Entering the game for Orlando, number 10, Evan Fournier. Stepping in for Charlotte, number 14, Michael Kidd.
Able to convert on both free throws.
But I think it shouldn't take that long anyway.
Williams.
I think Stephen A was only at the beginning. But apparently they got, like, if you watch the Shaq News video, I think he took it down. But they had guys from, like, Complex. They had guys from, like, different outlets talking about your one player. So there's definitely going to be a lot more variety other than Stephen A. Smith. Like, they might start off with Stephen A. Smith like they did last year, but there's going to be more variety. As long as the gameplay is fine, man, I don't care if I have to sit through some cutscenes. But some of those YouTubers that they put on there, like, I don't care about YouTubers' opinion on my on my play, man. I'll probably just skip those. And it's funny, they put those YouTubers in the game, and 2K scooped them up and scanned them in their game. Yo, that's pettiness. That's levels of pettiness. Yeah, that's true. We always need the option to skip.
And he makes them both.
Yeah, man, 2K is so petty, man. It's kind of hilarious. Like, I don't mind it because I like that kind of competition. I like trash talking competition. I don't like companies that are like in bed with each other, man. Like, I hate that, man. I want to see another company like take off another company's neck with a product or something. All this, oh yeah, you're my friend, we're gonna work together on this. Nah, man.
To Augustine. Whatever they've got planned, it'll have to be quick. Pretty pull-up, open shot. Kim Gilchrist the rebound. Oh, he beats the defender. Williams is working down low in the post.
Hey man, they have the numbers. That's why, man.
Just got his fingertips on that.
If you have like 1 million followers, they'll get you on there. Like 2K last year, they invited some girl that never played 2K, but because she had like 2 million followers, they flew her down to play the game. She's all in the video like, I never played 2K before. I'm like, man, these guys don't care, man. They're just trying to get people to see their game.
Orlando's got to be aware of how badly.
Yeah, 2K's courts and crowds is trash, man. But I have to admit, like at the end of some of the games, the crowd's actually pretty lit.
Unable to convert from the three-point line. Final seconds of the quarter, and he'll give it.
Yeah, it was the FIFA girl.
And that'll do it for the first half.
Yeah, man, she never touched 2K in her life, man, but she was down there playing 2K.
On the NBA on ESPN right after this timeout.
Yeah, man, as long as you have the numbers, man, that's what it's all about now, man. You can come out with trash content, but you can have like 5 million followers, and they'll be like, yeah, come down.
The Hornets certainly didn't have a problem putting up points in the opening half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scores for the Charlotte Hornets.
All right, Jalen. Yeah, I got to go to bed soon. My niece is going to wake up early and wake me up, man. I'm probably going to get like 3 hours of sleep tonight.
At this point, it's all about pride and mental toughness. A comeback is not impossible, but it's also...
But I appreciate you guys stopping through, man. I'm trying to get used to this whole streaming thing. My issue is I don't have a dual, I don't have 2 monitors. So I'm like, I have the game on my 55-inch, and then I'm looking at the computer screen. So
It's been 4 shots.
I got to figure it out at some point if I want to do streaming.
Their offense was at its worst in the second quarter.
All right, later, Jay. Yo, apparently they got a lot more celebrations.
The first half, and really made his presence known.
I'm waiting to see what you can trigger, man. Like I'm waiting to see like how you can like anger a whole crowd, man. Like that narrative gameplay stuff. Like I'm waiting to see that. That's one of the low-key features I'm waiting for.
What can you say about a guy like Mike and Jeff are ready to get started?
And it's funny, as soon as Live announced that, 2K said they have that, they put that in the game too. So 2K has their own version of that.
To Howard. Walker's looking for the screen to get himself open. We're down to 11 seconds on the shot clock. To the rim. Just won't go from point-blank range.
Luck is not a defensive plan. They allowed the ball into the...
Yeah, man. I want NBA Live 19's lobbies to have the same trash talk as NBA Live 16, man.
defensive performance.
Like the trash talking in 16 was crazy, man. Like
Number of shot blocks and
we'd be sitting in the lobby for like 10 minutes just talking trash back and forth to the other team, man, and we'd all be laughing.
at the basket and right on the block. Tremendous effort.
He shoots. And Aaron Gordon with his 5th rebound. To Augustine. Inside. Pretty crossover setting up the shot from DJ Augustine.
Listen, you want to win in this league, you get points in the paint. You attack the basket. It gives you an opportunity to get conventional three-point plays, get to the free throw line. That's how you cut in to this deficit.
Create some space with that step back. Walker's shot off target.
Oh, I don't see the broski stuff. He has me blocked on Twitter for some reason. I have no idea why.
The Magic. Now that's how you clean up a miss. Great dunk on the putback.
Great timing, great elevation, awesome dunk.
There's the step back, nice adjustment. That one halfway down before popping out.
Yeah, no clue why these guys have me blocked, man.
Makes the adjustment and banks it in.
Those guys played, those guys, I know Primes played NBA Live 19. A lot of those guys went down to the studio. Some of them were down there like a few weeks ago. But for some reason, they never come back, and they're like, for some reason they come back and they're not allowed to talk about the game. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Because the guys that went down for NHL, those guys were in the forums talking to everybody about the NHL game. And even the Madden guys that went down there. But for some reason, NBA Live is like muzzled, man. So, I don't know. And that snatch block needs to go, man. Yeah, I don't even watch his videos, man.
You're not going to see a better possession in the NBA from both sides of the ball. Good defense, good offense, good offense.
Like a lot of those guys I used to subscribe to, man, but
excellent screen.
They don't really say anything in the videos, man. They'll put it's just all clickbait. They're just doing it for just to gain subs and followers and all that stuff, man.
Watching him grab rebound after rebound.
Like, I'd rather have a smaller channel and put out quality stuff than to try to be famous on Twitter, man, on YouTube. Because if I seriously wanted to be famous, it would not be with YouTube, man. Like, I'm not even about that.
Entry pass. Oh, that's a 20.
I don't even want fame anyway. I'd rather get the money, man.
The Hornets get the inbound in here, and the ball's alive. Weaves his way to the basket. Charlotte's shooting 66% from the line tonight. Ref blows the whistle. He's got a foul.
It's hard to score in this league, but you have a better chance if you're a great free throw shooter to do it at the free throw line. This is good basketball right here. Be aggressive, take the contact, and get to the free throw line.
Oh, he misses the second free throw. He goes 1 for 2. Augustine against Walker. 10 seconds now on the 24. Off to the line now to shoot 2. Nice job drawing the foul. It's called against Kaminsky.
Good offense is about getting your best players their best shots in their best spots. Here,
man, DJ Augustine is just killing this team.
Great free throw shooter. Earn your way to the free throw line. Take the contact. Take the foul. Work your way there and knock them in.
And DJ Augustine with 10 points. And they call timeout.
Good timeout taken here. The opposing team's coming on a run. You get your team focused at the timeout. Tell them, we're at home. We need to finish this off in a close game in the second half.
All right, guys, I'm falling asleep at the wheel, man. I appreciate everybody coming through, man. I'm probably going to stream a lot more coming up to NBA Live 19, so don't hesitate to stop by the stream and stuff like that. And next week, I'm pretty sure that's when we're going to hear about some NBA news and stuff like that, so can't wait.
The Hornets get to inbound. Walker against Augustine. Here's the pick. The shot clock shows 10 seconds left. curling in.
Yeah, man. The RPM is what this is. What's going to be the selling point, man. So just be on the lookout for that. When you play the demo, just if there's a practice gym, there's going to be a practice gym. I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah, just get your player in there and just play around in there and get used to the movement, man. Because if it's anything like Madden and NHL, it's gonna be legit.
With fierceness. Good switching on defense. The shot clock down to 12 seconds remaining. And he curls in. Oh, he coughs up the ball with that bad pass.
All right.
At the rim.
Appreciate everybody passing through, man. See y'all on the next one.
I love the way the NBA player